My picture for this place is that it's a really like a soft place to fall. Like it is a home, it is an institution, but it's going to be more of a home where you come in from school and you take a deep breath and you have your whole family here that's all together. Okay, so in this new dorm there's lots of really cool features that I think are going to help for the girls. And one is that each hall only has 8 girls and an RA on it, and it's its own separate entity that you can't see down any hallway.
What I tell people is that she was the one that downloaded the application from the website. She took it to her school counselor and took it to the teachers for recommendations. So that was assigned to my husband and I that she really wanted to be here.
Well, the school that I currently go to or went to last year was 3,600 or 2,600 students, so there's a lot of people there. I thought that that would be a lot easier because I was having a hard time out there with like social things and all that stuff, so I thought that maybe this would be a good opportunity, so I looked into it and I liked the way it sounded.
Something in my gut is telling me she should be here. Really needs to be here, will thrive here. I mean, I just know it, like I can't explain it. Mainly because I know that the nature of the friendships and the relationships that she'll make will be something that we want for our daughter. On each wing there's a bathroom, and it has 3 sinks, 3 showers, 3 stalls, and the most girls that are ever going to have to share that is 9 people because there's 4 rooms of 2 girls and an RA. So in most dorms that is amazing because that's a big backup.
Okay, actually I came to the dorm because I actually wanted to board at a boarding school because I didn't want to go to an inner city Philadelphia school.
I couldn't wait. I was the oldest of my siblings and didn't really get along with my family, so learned that distance helped my relationship with my family.
I was a settlement student for freshman through junior years, and I felt that at the end of my junior year most of my friends were in the dorm, and it was kind of hard because they had such a great community within themselves that it was hard for me to become a part of that without actually living in the dorm. And everyone said it was so much fun that I thought it would be a great idea.
All right, so let's talk about a dorm room. First of all, they're pretty big size and they have really high ceilings, which makes it feel like a good size.
I love having the tack boards on the walls. You don't have to worry about, getting things stuck on the walls.
And each one has a pretty good sized closet with a light that comes on when you open the door.
And we have central air and central heating, which is great because it used to be freezing cold and then ridiculously hot.
You get a desk and a nightstand, a bed, and then 4 drawers that can go under the beds or that can also be stacked up as a dresser, however you want to do it.
I'm nervous about people and friends and social things. I'm excited about new opportunities, classes, extracurriculars. I'm nervous about not being able to see my family and scared about that, but it's really a mix of a bunch of things. It's just everything. It's all feelings mixed.
Definitely anxious, more anxious. I know that it's going to be a positive experience and I know that it's the right place for her to be, but I'm anxious that she's anxious. So I'm worried for her anxiety, which most parents do.
It's not like if you go away from home, obviously you're gonna be homesick. Like you're gonna miss your family, you're gonna miss your friends, you're gonna miss like your pets if you have them. You're gonna miss like everything, even just like the way your house smells sometimes. It's really weird, but in the long run, you get homesick from here when you go home.
Honestly, when it would be summer and I'd be back with my family, I'd be like, what do I do with myself now? Like, I'm bored, I don't have people around me.
Everyone is going through the same thing at the same time, especially the juniors who are first coming. They call it the month of like home withdrawal.
It's a lot of fun living in the dorm, so you start kind of canceling out the you wish you had mom to bake cookies for you and you have friends to bake cookies with.
Another feature is all these little lounge areas we have. Some have TVs, some just have bookshelves, but there's little spaces. There's a kitchen, there's a study area. There's going to be lots of places where kids can gather. We're also going to have a little study lounge right off the main area, and that's going to have 3 or 4 computers and desks in there. And this is a place where kids can come to do their homework, but also often teachers come in to the dorms and help study before a test.
Human biology, our teacher would actually come to the dorm and have like a study group.
And she would come over and bring tons and tons of snacks. And just talk with the girls and help them study.
If you're living on a hall with everyone who's in the same grade as you, they're all going through the same classes. So everyone's worried about the same project, and you sort of feed off of each other's energy, like, oh, she's working on her project or she's studying for this test, I guess I will too.
On the third floor is this huge DECA lounge, and that is where the DECA club meets.
Okay, so the DECA is our sorority, and it is the best sorority on campus.
One of the features of the social life of the school is that we have 4 sororities.
AKM's our sister, Sigma's our brothers, and there's also Phi Alpha.
And they do social events up at the school, they do community service events, and then they just do bonding events of their own.
One of the best experiences about it is like all the bondings you have.
The trips, I have so many great memories of the DECA trips, and so many friends that I became really close friends with that I wouldn't have become close friends with had we not gone away together.
Telegrams is like one of the biggest events on campus, and it's so much fun.
Telegrams are the best. It's a cappella singing, and that's something I've definitely kept with me. I'm still arranging a cappella music and doing a cappella things.
Well, I think this big common area is going to be really cool because it's a place where people can come and hang out, and already the kids are talking about movie nights with the Sigma and movie nights with AKM.
The opening lounge, it's really big but not intimidating.
It's huge and beautiful and needs lots of people in it because there's a lot of room.
I think if you have any sort of inkling to come, you should do it, because for me, the 3 years I was in the dorm, there were some girls who got there and initially they're like, oh, I wish I didn't come, or, you know, it's difficult here, but by the time they left, those were the girls who were the saddest to leave the dorm.
If I had to tell somebody that I would really recommend the dorm, I would probably tell them that it is probably the most life-changing thing you can ever do, and it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to anyone, it's not easy to come here.
I discovered things about myself and about others, and I learned about giving people second chances, and you'll always make friends in the strangest places.
I think learning about other people, learning that if there's somebody that you don't get along with, that you can exist with them, is a huge life skill that I think the dorm helps teach you, because there might be girls that you don't get along with, but you learn how to live in the same building with them.
But it's the most rewarding experience you can ever have in your life, because you go away and most places in the world aren't this nice. Like, most places in the world aren't as nice as Bernathen. You can go to any college you want and tell me that like people there might not care as much, but here it's like they actually care. And it's not just in the dorm, it's like the entire community.
I think being able to have the comparison between being a settlement student and being a dorm student, I had so much more fun being in the dorm than I think I would have if I had stayed home my senior year.